If you're thinking about selling your home, you may want to check out our full-service flat fee listings, which are designed to help you net the most money when you sell your home. I'll talk more about those in just a second, but first we'll look at the Cincinnati real estate market news for November of 2024 and compare those numbers to November of 2023. First of all, new listings are up 13%, closings are up 13%, median sale price is up 6%, median days on market is at 10 days, total inventory right now is at 86 days, while active inventory is at 52 days. It is still a seller's market, but not as hot as it was last year. So if you want to net the most money when you sell your home, you need a better marketing plan, but you don't have to pay a 6% commission to get that because it comes standard with our full service flat fee listings. Visit our site at 513flatfee.com to find out how you can net the most money when you sell your home. The average mortgage interest rate nationally right now, according to Freddie Mac, is 6.69%. That's down 0.12% compared to last week. So that's welcome news that interest rates have gone down a little bit. That is not in response to anything the Federal Reserve has done. That is just a market change here based on what's going on in the economy, based on the speculation of what's going to happen with the economy in the future. That's how part of how the mortgage interest rates work. They don't necessarily tie themselves completely to what the Federal Reserve does, although they are sometimes affected by those moves in the anticipation of what the Federal Reserve, what kind of moves they're going to make as well. The experts last year predicted that this year we'd have rates in the low sixes. They're predicting that again for next year. Of course, they were incorrect about this year. We never got that low. So we'll see in the future next year if that actually comes true or not. What I recommend if you're thinking about buying a home in the Cincinnati real estate market here as part of your move, to not wait on interest rates, not try to anticipate or time the market, because we simply don't know what's going to happen with interest rates. As I've mentioned, even the experts got it wrong this year. Maybe they'll get it right next year, maybe not. So I wouldn't recommend basing your move, your housing needs on trying to predict something that is actually unpredictable. So what I do recommend is if you are going to buy a home, if that's the best move for you rather than renting, and if you have to make a housing change, whether you're trying to get more space, less space, or just relocate, the best thing to do is get a fixed rate mortgage. That way you're protected if the interest rates go up. You don't have to pay any more because you have a fixed rate. And also if the interest rates go down significantly, you can work with your loan officer and you can crunch the numbers and see if it makes sense for you to refinance at that point. Because of course there is expense in refinancing, but you may actually be able to save in your monthly payment and overall the length of your loan if you get a lower interest rate if and when rates go down in the future. So you get the best of both worlds with that approach. If you're thinking about selling a home right now, although there are fewer buyers generally speaking than there were a few years ago when interest rates were lower because there's less demand for those lower interest rates because it's more expensive to buy a home right now. Although that's the case, there are still very motivated buyers right now because they're not really shopping because of lower interest rates, because relatively speaking, interest rates in the high to mid sixes are kind of higher than they were the last few years, of course. So they're lower than they were last year, but relatively speaking, no one's really getting excited about 6.5% to 7% interest rates. So that's not the reason they're shopping for a home. They're motivated because they have a legitimate need for new housing. So when we get in that situation, as we are now, generally we see fewer showings and offers coming in, but we see a higher percentage of those showings converting to offers, and we see a higher percentage of those offers being very competitive at list price, sometimes even better, especially if we get in multiple offer situations on the hottest listings. So it's really important that you have a professional in your corner who knows how to not only attract as many showings as possible, attract as many offers as possible, but also to leverage the interest you have from those showings and offers to get you the best price and terms for the sale of your home. So it's more important than ever. It's harder actually, just to speak frankly, it's harder to sell your home now than it was a few years ago. Just because there's less demand, but you can still get the same kind of results you got a few years ago if you have a professional in your corner who really knows what he or she is doing to leverage the interest you have to get the best price and the best terms for the sale of your home. So if you have any questions about how to navigate the market conditions right now or interest rates, or if you're interviewing agents, you want to see if I would be a good fit to help you, whether you're buying, selling, or doing both here in the Cincinnati real estate market, I'd be happy to answer any questions, have that conversation with you. The best way to get in touch with me is to visit my website at 513flatfee.com. Scroll down the homepage there and click on the link to schedule a call so we can set aside some time dedicated to assessing your specific real estate needs. And that way I can help to map out a game plan for how I may be able to help you to achieve your real estate goals. I'm Patrick Grosser with the 513 Flat Fee Real Estate Group at Fathom Realty.